している私がここにいるよ好きだって好きだって飛び込んだなら受け止めてくれますか舞い散るこの葉を見上げて思うシンフォニーラブ君へと奏でる思いが真っ白に咲くよ色づき始めた空未来を染めてく二人で見たい真っ白色シンフォニーラブイズピュアホワイトリメイクフォーフル HD そして真っ白色シンフォニーサナエディション同時発売決定コミックマーケット100にてメインビジュアル初公開
Happy birthday to you.
Hello, and welcome back to Tsukhime, and let's get started with today's read-through. I can't let it remain unanswered. And that dream is real. Am I really a blood-sucking killer? I can't let those questions remain unanswered. I should take it, just in case. The knife has been in my desk ever since what happened with Satsuki. I slipped it into my pocket. I go down to the lobby quietly, so that Hisui and Kohaka-san won't notice. I just need to open the door without making a sound. But before I can open it, it opens with a creak.
Nissan, what is it? Why are you standing here frozen?
Akiha, you... Why are you here? I asked wordlessly.
I was just seeing you walk in the garden. What about you, Nissan? You look like you're going out. You're going to go out right now.
Yeah. I left something at school, so I was going back for it. I don't want to lie to Akiha, so I say as little as possible.
You forgot something.
Akiha narrows her eyes at me.
Ma, alright. That's so late. Be sure you're back behind, Nissan.
Right. I'll be back in an hour.
Understood. I shall leave the door unlocked. Please take care.
Akiha walks to the living room. It's strange. Before, I would have been doubted more, but Akiha seems to trust me completely. Is it because of what happened in the garden last night? Being trusted by Akiha, feeling that she trusts me, makes me very happy. Please be careful around her. Senpai's words return like a noroi. Anyway, I'll go to school and come straight back, and I'll meet with Senpai. Alright. I grasp the door handle. The school is wrapped in silence. Our school closes at 6:30, and no teachers or janitor patrol at night. At this time, the buildings are completely empty. All around is quiet. The only sound is the beating of my own heart. A senpai inside, I wonder. Although she said she would wait at school, she never said where. No, senpai probably deliberately didn't tell me. Well, can't be helped. I'll cut the lock of a window and go in. I remove my glasses. Along with a light headache, the lines appear before me. The lines along which things easily break. Things which can be cut just by passing through them. With Yumitsuka, it was just desperation. Removing my glasses calmly like this, I really feel how strange my eyes are. Now, where's a window with a line in the lock? Although anything can be cut, they can only be cut where the lines appear. If I cut the wall or the window itself, it will draw attention tomorrow. The cut has to be as small as possible. Ah, perfect. Here goes. With a click, I cut the lock smoothly and open the corridor window. Thump. My chest aches as soon as I climb in the window. What is it? It's horribly... Thump. There's a horribly sinister atmosphere. Senpai. Where are you? It's hard to even murmur. My heart beats, a resounding pumping like a drum driving my blood backwards. Huh? It looks like my fingertips are trembling. I feel sick. Without my glasses, my headache is getting worse by the second. What is this? It's strange. I don't understand. The atmosphere inside the building is so different from outside. If I had to put it into words, it's without life. Compared to the fresh air outside, the air in the corridor is so weak that it feels sad. But I know. Though I'm breathing this air for the first time, I know it. Because I've always watched it. Every night in my dream. When I kill people and drink their blood, the atmosphere is always full of the smell of decay. Huh? A sound. From behind me, the sound of something falling. Senpai? I turn around. There is a strange man. I clasp my hand over my mouth, about to vomit. The lines run within his body. They run through his whole body like blood vessels. The man walks towards me, as if in slow motion. Hello? I make up my mind and talk to him. It's strange, but my eyes are stranger. It's the first time I've seen lines all over a person's body like this. But take them away and you'll have a normal human. The man is saying something, but his voice is not even a noise. I can't hear. The man approaches. Why is it? Whenever the man steps closer, a shudder runs through me. The man is right in front of me. Mate, Dare, are you? I don't even have the time to finish. Ah! There is a crash. As he approaches, the man throws me aside with a single hand. My back. Thrown aside, my back smashes against the wall. It's so sudden the pain makes my eyes dizzy. What are you doing all of a sudden? I stand and glare at the man. My voice dies. What is he? What is this thing before me? Was this a man? Is this a living human being? No, that's not important right now. I recover my sight and look again at the man. Yes, it's back. Sensei said that my eyes see the dead of within things. That's exactly right. Because you're... The man is saying something. Of course it doesn't speak words, because half of his throat is missing. It was bitten away by something, so there's no way for him to speak. Why? You were killed yesterday. His shoulders are shaking. He seems to be laughing, but there's no mistake. The corpse before me is definitely the man I killed in the dream yesterday. The man approaches slowly. There's no thought. The love of death approaches. A shudder of pain. Then I notice. When the man threw me before, the side of my chest was injured. My body hurts. Not just on the level of the muscles, my bones themselves are creaking. Something definitely happened to my ribs. The man flings up an arm. I'll ask my numb head understands. Without a doubt, he intends to kill me. I dodge the sweep of the man's arm. And there's an unpleasant crunching sound. The man's arm is embedded in the wall. It's buried right into the concrete wall. He did not hold back an inch. Breaking a concrete wall, and in return he's breaking his own bones. It's a funny, hard to believe world. If it's a dream, I want it to end now. The man turns toward me. Another crunch. The man comes towards me. His arm still in the concrete wall. The arm. Stuck in the wall, the arm tears away from his body. It's still laughing. My legs move. I can't bear to be here any longer. I collapse to my knees with a thump. The man, that course is not following. At that speed, it can't catch me. My chest hurts. Whenever I breathe, my ribs feel like they're about to break. Somehow I catch my breath. Somehow. I have to somehow get back to normal. I must calm down. Think. Then think. I learned that from Sensei. So I had to think hard. Even if that's a dead body. Even if it's someone I killed. I can't think about it. That's just... Ignoring the pain in my ribs, I cry out. I don't understand. I can't understand. The one I killed is about to kill me. The one I had killed has returned to take his revenge. That's just a nightmare. It can't be real. Just an insane nightmare. But what am I saying now? I've been in a nightmare for a long time already. I had to recover my breath and run away. I had to leave the school, go back to the mansion and tell Akiha I'm home. A sound from behind me. It can't be. It caught up? No, that's impossible. It moved so slowly it couldn't just catch up like that. I looked down the stairs. There's no one coming up. The noise was just my... Ah! Again, I'm beaten. When I turned around on stairs, it seems it was already there. I had to get away. I dragged my aching body up. I fall again with a thump. It seems that when he threw me this time, my legs was damaged. There's no strength in my right leg at all. I can't stand and I can't escape. Approaching footsteps. Clank, clank. A dry, emotionless sound. The putrid smell of a corpse hangs in the air. My heart beats loudly. All rational thought has long departed. It approaches. That corpse is coming to kill me. I'm just afraid. It's coming. With a body full of holes, it comes to kill me. One more step. Then it'll pierce my chest the way it did the wall, and that'll be the end. At that moment, I wonder, what is it that I fear? Am I afraid because the one I killed has returned? No, that's not it. Am I afraid because I'm about to be killed? No, not that either. I remember only one thing. In my dreams, how hot it is when I kill people. I'm afraid of my own crime. I'm afraid of my own crime, trying to kill people. Well, that's so. There's no problem. That's one already dead, so there's nothing to fear. There's nothing wrong with putting the dead to rest. So, and there's no need to hesitate about killing again, is there? The body flings up an arm. I take the knife from my pocket. What followed was really quick. Was it because I watched all those crimes in my dreams? Or maybe because those crimes were committed by my own hands like I suspected? My arm moved impossibly fast and struck down the corpse like a true killer. The meat, divided into 8 pieces, now just rolls around the corridor. A shudder. The feeling of slicing meat. The acceptance of taking a life. And there is no flowing blood. Only my nightdress with blood. I remain spotless. Shuddering. A feeling of pain and coldness crawls on my back. And there is nothing to earn. Only my nightdress with blood. I haven't gained anything. I just feel ill. Maybe I'm going crazy. Looking at the remains before me, my chest hurts like it was torn open. The school at night. In the moonlight, it's amusing. I laugh without stopping. It's not funny. Only a regret is felt. I killed. Whatever the reason, I killed someone again. Even though he was blameless. This person also had a life to protect. A jarring, laughing voice. I want to kill my ears for listening and my throat for laughing, but I can only laugh. At least, I have to laugh. Unless I do a single act resembling human actions, I will break. I'm not laughing because something is funny. I laugh to keep my sanity. If I can't even ridicule myself, I can't keep my sanity. Perhaps I should have cried, but I won't allow myself such hypocrisy. What do I mean by killing the dead isn't a crime. It doesn't change. Whether he was living or dead, it doesn't change the fact that I made the decision to kill him. Even if he was already a corpse, the feeling of stopping this activity does not dull. I can't get mad at myself for my stupidity. Even though they're dead, killing someone is still a sin. As long as I, Tonoshiki, remain the proper human, the burden of this sin will never leave me. I remember Yumitsuka. Even if it was the right thing to do, in the end, I know she wanted to live. Saying that is salvation is only the selfish wish of those still living. Death is just that, and it's so painful. Someone is coming. This time it has to be Senpai. Somehow we stand holding onto the wall. Thump thump. My heart still beats violently. Even though my heart is halfway dead, my body tries to live until the very end. Such a worthless life. Dying like this is painful. I realized that already 8 years ago, during my time with Yumitsuka, even this very moment. Yet Tonoshiki's body is still making a great effort to survive. How ugly. But which is ugly? The heart that thinks I should die because I'm a killer? Or the body trying to live by killing others? I think it's the heart. Good or evil, my heart is really fragile after all. You're here. Breathing heavily across the night. My injured right leg hurts faintly. If I can feel pain, I can still move. Meaning I can still fight. And CL Senpai appears in the moonlight. Odoroita. In all the dreams, you never were dressed like that.
Yes, because these are the armaments to kill Akio.
A jolt. I understand the instant I see her eyes and hear her voice. This person plans to kill me without the slightest hesitation. I see. You called me here to kill me, Senpai. Senpai doesn't answer, clearly because there's nothing to say. That's mean. You said I'm not the killer, but you knew in your heart that I was.
Yes, I knew from the beginning that the Kyuketsu hunting this town was Tonoshiki.
You knew? From the beginning?
Yes, so I came to the school in order to watch you.
So saying, she draws a dagger. Twice the length and width of my knife. It is a weapon intended to kill. Senpai, I don't know what you are at all. Even if I knew, I don't think it would concern me.
Yes, this is a situation of no concern to you.
Yeah, but I'm afraid I won't be killed. Thinking about it, I killed Yumitsuka because I didn't want to die. So, I can't just die here. If you say you're going to kill me, I'll...
That's fine. If we agree to tell each other, then there is a crime, but there is no punishment. It would be more helpful if you think of it that way.
A noise, a movement. Before I realize that Senpai's body is right in front of me.
Well then, Toto-kun, let us continue last night's fight.
A moment. CL Senpai moves fast enough to fling up sparks. Her attack is very simple, leaping from right in front of me. She slashes a horizontal line with her dagger. I block with my own knife, and then push back. My body staggers. I desperately stop myself from collapsing backwards and look for... What? For a moment, my mind freezes, and there's no sign of her in the corridor. In the instant as our weapons clashed, Senpai suddenly disappeared. I think it was just by chance. Without reason, just the feel of a breeze beside me, I shift my gaze. In the blue moonlight shining in through the window, I see Senpai's silhouette running up the wall like she was going up a flight of stairs. Whoa! Weh! Even as I notice, I lower my body. Scrambling on all fours like a dog, I escape forward. Glancing back, I see Senpai fall over the ceiling precisely where I was. After swinging at me, she ran up the wall to try to strike my head from the ceiling. She's wall walking just to dab on it or something. What the hell? Anyway. Such an absurd roller coaster like movement was charmingly beautiful. Okay, Shiki. Okay, yeah, whatever, man. Even though it could have skewered the back of my head. As if her previous flash-up movement never happened, Senpai stops moving. Is she surprised I avoided that blow? Her blue eyes confirm that Tonoshiki is still alive. Her eyes devoid of feeling, like a machine. There is a tension, as I wait for her to spring into her next action. I forget to even breathe. With those eyes upon me, I can't move. In just a moment more, that dagger will be driven into my chest. The only sound is my heart pounding. I stand, unable to move, and Senpai only stares at me. This is bad. Mazui. At this rate, I'll break under this tension and make a movement. When that happens, Senpai will certainly strike me down. All I can do is grasp my knife tightly. At that moment, Senpai suddenly speaks.
驚いた. He's surely an excellent killer. Satsujin, you're not good at feeling the other's presence, but you're good at feeling your own death. Even if you don't remember it, perhaps you have been trained for such things.
Kinda makes you think. Senpai speaks without even moving her eyebrows.
Against someone that has a superior self-defense mechanism close to seeing the future, assassination is useless. Trying to attack you from a blind spot was pointless, Tono-kun.
Seemingly terribly sad, Senpai lets out a sigh. Hmm?
It's a pity. If I can't kill your consciousness before you feel pain, all I can do is attack with my full strength. Even if you can see death coming, your reflexes also make it an almost weak point.
Creak.
You don't look well, Tono-kun.
Thump.
You've been feeling that way for a while, haven't you? Nausea that feels like your heart is being grabbed.
Shudder.
You're so sensitive. That's because of the impulse all living things have that says, I'm about to be killed.
Saying that, she strikes from right in front of me. I block her dagger with mine. A shock. Senpai's simple attack feels like she used a giant hammer. My knife screeches. My fingertips go numb, but I don't have time to think about that. Her foot audibly strikes the ground. The air is knocked out of me. Senpai has stepped into the gap between my legs. So close that our bodies collide, and with that momentum, Senpai slams her shoulder into my chest. I stagger. The strength in my knife weakens. Without a single pause, her second attack begins. Her dagger swings upwards from below. Somehow I block it with my knife, but it can't kill its momentum. Slash. There's a horrible sound. Ah! It's hot. Somewhere I'm cut. Falling meat. The heat of blood. And there's no time to feel any of that. The third blow comes. It was probably aimed at my heart. Since I immediately twisted my body to avoid it, the knife rips out my rib, along with the flesh around it. I scream. The coldest of death does not cause me to shudder, but fear from the pain races through me. There follows the fourth unforgiving blow. My ribs are damaged. I can only use the power of my arm to swing the wheel of my knife, but with that, it's impossible to block Senpai's dagger. Somehow I jump back on my staggering leg. I get enough distance. Senpai turns, showing me her back. Crash. She drives a roundhouse kick like a spear into my belly. I collapse backwards onto the hallway floor. I don't have time to feel pain. If I don't stand up immediately, I will be killed. But it's too late. The moment I get up, Senpai is right in front of me. The dagger strikes down at my heart. I was just desperate. In desperation, I try to match her blow by placing my knife next to Senpai's neck. Then, Senpai's dagger stops short. Breathing. My breathing is hard. Her dagger is aimed at my throat. As Senpai moves her hand even slightly, I'll die instantly. That fact. Just that causes me to go insane.
Oh, what is that? Even though you stabbed that knife through my neck, I won't die.
What? What are...
言ったでしょ? And you saw it. Even though my body was pierced by an iron nut pipe, the body heals the wound instantly. Certainly, if you stab me through the neck, I'll be dead for a while. But I'll kill you before that.
What? What she says is true. There's no sense in lying in a situation like this. Sumari, this situation where both of us hold each other's life in each other's hands is meaningless. Won't die? But it could be true. Even injured like that, Senpai came to school like normal. But screw all that. I can see death in her body. Although it's very different from other people's, I can still see her death. So killing her is easy. The lions had no exceptions.
If you don't believe me, please, use your knife. It ain't good, you can't save yourself unless you kill me. Shall we toss it out?
She's provoking me. If I can be killed, kill me, she's saying. But Senpai, provocation like that is fatal. I'm not like the others. I can really kill you. My heart beats. If I look down, her dagger is at my chest. I had to kill. Because I don't want to die. I found out I shouldn't die that easily, so I can't let myself be killed. No. It's simpler than that. I just don't want to die. My heart beats. So there's only one answer. Kill. Drive this knife into the line I see in Ciel's neck and kill her. Kill her if you want to live. Kill. 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 I can't do it. That's right. All right. Because it's okay, yeah, that's right. Don't skip. Let me see really quickly. Oh, it's February 2. Holy shit. I can't breathe properly. Senpai's eyes don't even appear interested in my death. Her dagger is poised directly in front of my heart. A situation where I'm a second away from being killed. I think that's Ciel's line, so I'm gonna read it as Ciel.
That's odd. You killed so many people. Yet, you're frightened to die or so.
Her breath blows into my eyes. Her words make me dizzy.
Sayonara. If you won't do it, Tono-kyun, I'll have to do it myself.
Seeing that, Senpai tenses her arms. This is the end. Tonoshiki dies here. If I don't want that, I had to stab with this knife faster than Senpai. Yeah! My fingers are filled with strength. But that's all. My arms don't move at all. I don't want to die. It's not that I'm willing to die since I'm a killer. But if I don't kill CL Senpai, I'll be killed. So right now, I understand that even if I don't want to kill, I had to. So why? Why won't my arm move? Suddenly,
I wanted to talk more with you, Tono-kyun. That's why I really don't want to die now.
those words. But this is for sure the best way. Oh, wait, that's...
But this is for sure the best way. So don't cry, Tono-kyun. He did the right thing.
They force themselves into my memory.
Bye-bye, Tono-kyun. ありがとう。そして、ごめんなさい。
Yeah, I see now. Why aren't you resisting? Oh, I should have clicked more. I don't know. I thought that was. Oh my god. I'm reading right. I should know who's the context. I should know the context right.
Why aren't you resisting?
I hear Senpai's voice. The dagger is still in my chest. It tears my clothes and digs into my flesh.
Like this, you'll die. So, why? Why aren't you moving your knife?
That's because I can't.
なんで? Even though you killed so many people up to now?
Never again. I can't do it.
You just killed that corpse. And then you're done it once. The second and third time will not change anything. If you don't do it, I will kill you.
She's serious. In a second, the killer called Tenoshiki will surely be killed. It's not that I'm not afraid. Yeah, but still. I can't kill someone. As I speak, tears flow. It's not like something is sad or someone's unhappy, but the tears running down my cheeks don't stop. How much time has passed? My mind, which had been in a trance,
You understand at last, Tomo-kyun.
comes back with Senpai's words. Senpai?
Hora. Manzuku? You're not a killer. Those words were true words.
So all this is just a dream. Wait, I didn't see the exclamation mark. Let me repeat this shit. I'm fucking up a lot.
See? Are you satisfied? You're not a killer. Those words were true words. So all this is just a dream. Tono-kyun is Tono-kyun. Very gentle, powerful, and so sensitive as to cry over something like this. Just the ordinary everyday boy I yearn for.
What do you mean I yearn for? Anyway, saying so, Senpai puts the dagger away. Her scary tone of death disappears, and Senpai returns to her usual gentle self. Doshite? You didn't come here to kill me, Senpai?
Right. I gained the coolness of loading in your heart. You're not a killer. But since it seemed you wouldn't believe that, no matter how much I told you, I had to persuade you on a more physical level.
Persuade me? Physically? Then, yeah, you mean this was all just an act?
No, I was serious. I couldn't completely rule out the possibility of you being the killer, Tono-kun. Therefore, I couldn't hold back. Besides, it is more fun to go all out. You know, like how you enjoy teasing someone you like.
Senpai says something pretty scary with a smile. And with that, I collapse. All the things I've been thinking about up until now seem so foolish. For some reason, it's funny, and I laugh. As Senpai says, my fear that I might be a killer has disappeared. Yeah, you're right. It feels like I finally got it. But that's terrible, Senpai. You went too far today.
Hi. I've been going easy on you until now, so I made up for that too.
Smiling, Senpai holds out her hand. I take it. With a grunt, Senpai pulls me up. We exit the building onto the school grounds. Senpai has treated the wound she inflicted. By some trick, the wounds closed after Senpai put medicine-like stuff there and put her hand over it.
Well then, I promise to tell you what I know. What do you want to know, Tono-kun?
What? Well... That's obvious. I want to know everything about my dreams. Why do I have dreams about killing people? Who exactly are you? There's a lot I don't understand.
Ah, so ka. Well, what's not with the dreams you have, Tono-kun? To put it simply, I don't think the dream you're seeing is your dream. Tono-kun, you see, you dream of killing. But isn't the dream more like watching someone kill someone else?
Well, yeah. Do you think I would kill people in my dreams if I could control myself?
See, that's what I mean. When you sleep, you go into the killer's mind. Well, not exactly going into, but more like being taken into. So, even though your viewpoint was that of the killer, did you feel as though you were watching things from afar?
That's precisely right. Even though I've had dreams of killing for a while now, they've all felt as if I were watching a scene. But why is my mind and this killer's mind merging? There must be some reason, right?
Yes, there's a very clear reason. But let us leave that aside for a moment. First, we had to discuss what you're calling the killer. Certainly, there is a killer, but its characteristics are more like Akiyuketsuki's.
That's fair enough. Certainly, you could call someone like that a Kyuketsuki. I remember the scene in my dream. That guy, while enjoying the killing, he ate their flesh and blood.
Hi, I am the person who came to the staff to deal with Akiyuketsuki. Although I can't tell you the details, the world has various defense mechanisms. Just like there are police to deal with those who break the law, there are also many organizations to deal with heretics who are inhuman. Think of me like a member of that kind of organization.
Deal with Kyuketskis.
Hi. That which sucks blood of the living to maintain its own flesh. A stout lie which does so in order to have eternal life. It is my role to wipe out such heretics. That's the reason I was fighting the Kyuketsuki every night in your dreams.
There's nothing to say. To be honest, I don't understand the world she's talking about at all. Huh? So, you fought the Kyuketsuki several times already.
Twice now. The first time I'd escaped. The second time our encounter was rather painful.
right? So you've seen his face, haven't you? So didn't you know immediately I was in the Kyuketsuki?
No. Unfortunately, I couldn't be certain. Since some Kyuketsuki can change their bodies freely, you cannot rely on the appearance to identify them.
Reminds me of the, what was that, 2 episodes ago in Fate Strange Fake? There was this former executor who was fighting Dead Apostle, and he messed up by not realizing that the kid he was talking to was the Dead Apostle that he was fighting, the Shito he was fighting. And so, well, CL is a member of the burial agency, but like, holy shit. I thought something like that would be like common knowledge or something in the church, but apparently not. Anyway. Really? That's a problem then. Oh, okay, that's his line. Shiki was the first person. Okay, good thing I didn't read it yet. But now it's clear. So we beat him around the bush, but this Kyuketsuki is a serial killer then.
Hi. The dead bodies reported as victims of the serial killer are merely leftover food. Usually the flesh is consumed completely or the blood is drained, and they become Kyuketsuki too, so there shouldn't be any bodies left.
Chotomate. The people who get their blood sucked and turn into Kyuketsuki, then wouldn't they start multiplying?
No, there is a limit to those who are killed by having their blood sucked, yet remain without dying. Most humans cannot separate the soul from body, so the soul dies instead of the body. Only perhaps 1 in 100 people can remain without dying.
That really makes Sachin really special.
Like Imitsuka Satsuki did.
Huh? Senpai? You knew about Yumitsuka?
No. By the time I got there, you had already destroyed her. I'm sorry. Back then, even though I knew you were in pain, I couldn't help you.
Wait a second. You know, this is I know this is one of those big questions of who kills Sachin in the near side routes, because obviously in the near side routes, you know, Sachin disappears, but someone deals with her. It's possible that Arkway deals with her. It's also possible that Ciel does it, but I don't know, man. But in Farsight, it's always sticky, so you know. Okay, that's Shiki's line, I think. No, it's alright. I want to think that what happened with Yumitsuka was for the best. But now I see now. Yumitsuka wasn't a Kyuketsuki from the beginning. She was attacked by the Kyuketsuki, and that was the result.
Yes, that's true. But I don't think there are others like Yumitsuka-san. It takes many years to become a Kyuketsuki can function as a Kyuketsuki. For her to be able to function immediately, Yumitsuka Satsuki must have had amazing spiritual conception.
Huh? Spiritual conception? What's that?
A functional extent of the brain determine when a person is a embryo, or so it is said. Like how you use your belly, it is employ a section of the brain most people never use. And the same for Yumitsuko Satsuki. She was naturally suitable. So instead of being under the control of her parent Kyuketsuki, Tsukhime Kyuketsuki could act independently.
I don't understand Senpai's explanation. But one thing occurs to me. Senpai, you mentioned my abilities, so you know about my eyes?
Eyes? No, I don't know what kind of eyes you have, Torukin. But I know that you have a unique ability. Torukin's blood is special. Not a trained ability like mine, but something you were born with. Those kind of things are called supernatural powers. Chonoriku. Those people have only one shadow open their minds, but you have another shadow open that we can't see, right?
Special blood? You mean the blood of the Tono house?
Yes, the Tono bloodline is ancient. But looking at the history of the Tono family, one can see the bodies of its members are varied. Such as those who can receive divine inspiration, those unable to maintain their shapes as demons and become killers, or those who never awaken to their power. As time passed, this blood had thinned, and probably most of these abilities don't occur anymore.
I'm aghast. And what Senpai says is true. Then not just me, but Akiha will also have something broken like my eyes.
Shall I continue? Tono-kun, you asked a while ago. Why your senses merging with those of the Kyukatsuki?
Yes I did.
I think that is also related to your abilities. Your brain has a larger channel than other people's. Because of that, when you sleep and your sense of self thins, your mind is drawn towards the Kyukatsuki, which has easily connectable brain with you.
I'm slowly dying. Huh? Senpai, what do you mean an easily connectable brain? You can't mean they are made similarly, right?
No, that is precisely what I mean. Have you ever heard of twins sharing experiences?
Twins sharing experiences?
For instance, when the older brother is injured, the younger brother who's miles away feels the same pain. I think that their dreams are similar to this. Fundamentally, identical twins are two humans' flesh born for the same genes. They are body parts made from the same instructions, so it isn't impossible for pain felt by one brain to be perceived by the other. The brain is an organ that manages reception and transmission. Since every person's brain is made from a different blueprint, we have to communicate our feelings through language. But the two brains are precisely the same. Thought will be transmitted without the need for language. To put it in the previous terms, since the brain's shadow is on the same frequency, the electric signal is received. Since the brain is superior to others, you connect to the bodies close to you.
Can't be. I don't have any twin.
I know. But in your case, it doesn't need to be a twin. As now by here merging with them, the more like you have similar brains. Since your brain has many channels, there is no need for you to be identical twins. Simply the same roots, a similar body. It's probably all that is needed for you to be drawn in. Probably a sibling with the same parents. Well, I suppose an exception could be made in case of organ transplants. The flesh might pull on your mind in that case.
It could happen with anyone. Connected by blood? That can be. Akiha is the only blood relative I have left now. Only Akiha. Is there no one but Akiha? It can't be. That's wrong. Senpai doesn't answer. In my mind, I see Akiha's figure, drinking Kohaka-san's blood. That can't be. I knew it. It wasn't a dream. I was the one who killed people and drank their blood. Because if I not, altogether it makes sense.
I suspected you at first, but after meeting you, I decided you weren't it. But I might have just been fooling myself. So tonight was a gamble for me. If you had killed me without hesitation, I would have known you were a Kyukatsuki. But you weren't after all.
This is like Ciel Senpai's lesson. In case you were wondering, I could have had a bad end. Anyway. No, and that was just...
Tono-kin. All those in the Tono family have something inhuman mixed in their blood. Though some are completely harmless, there are usually only one of these in each generation. In the past, there were many members of the Tono family that drank blood. But you do not need to drink the blood of others or have an urge to. So,
How? How would you know that, senpai?
Tanakyun, the Terra house holds a possibility of giving birth to a Gyokatsuki. If you're not it, then
No. I shake my head desperately. I won't accept senpai's words. I can't accept them. But I remember. In the detached building, the face of Eternal Akiha drinking Kohaku-san's blood. It's not Akiha. The one with strange power is me.
you may be right. Just by looking, Akiha-san does not seem to have her power weakened. She's certainly contaminated with it, but only to a level that she can still turn back.
No. It's not Akiha. I'm the only one who has these troubles. Akiha waited for me many years, and just today, she said goodbye to me properly.
I only hunt Gyokatsuki. Whoever it is, I can overlook them.
Unable to speak, I only bite my lip. I don't understand. If Akiha is such a thing, what should I do? Should I pretend not to realize, or should I fight senpai to defend Akiha? It's useless. No matter how much I think, I can't find any answers.
I understand. Akiha-san is a very important person to you. Probably more important than yourself.
Atarimae da. Imoto is always important to her Nissan.
We might end up fighting each other.
And there's nothing to say. I'm completely defeated. Senpai clearly says things I don't want to say. We reach the school gates. Senpai seems to have reached a conclusion, as she doesn't say anything.
I won't ask what you'll do now. We'll part here.
Her eyes emotionless. Senpai extends a hand. Saying nothing, I take her hand. For only a brief moment, Senpai and I exchange a hollow handshake. With just a goodbye, Senpai departs. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna grab some water. Okay, I am back. Or did I pause without saying I went out? I don't know. Anyway, I return to the mansion where Akiha waits. I know from the conversation with Senpai that what I see are just dreams, but the fundamental problem is still unsolved. The Gyokatsuki, the truth, the thing that which kills people every night. If it's really Akiha, what can I do? What should I do? I don't know. Regretfully, all I can do is bite on my lip. Don't skip. Sweltering night. Wait. This fucking tree. Oh, man. This fucking tree. It's a good thing we finished Caucus Route. It really hurts me seeing this tree. Like, legit, it hurts me. Anyway, it was years and years ago. I came here after having shut myself up in my room for so long. Probably after I had become friends with one of the servant girls and was coming out to play at last.
Gomenne.
In an empty courtyard, Akiha suddenly started to cry. Even when I asked what she was apologizing for, she just kept apologizing.
Nissan? Because we stole everything from me, Nissan.
The reason why Akiha is crying is something that has already ended for me in the past. It would be a lie to say I didn't hold a grudge. But a 6-year-old girl can't feel responsible for that. And it can't be something she would apologize so desperately for. In the first place, she didn't do anything wrong.
ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい、兄さん。
Why didn't I notice? For the very first time I met Akiha, she was always apologizing to me. In this big mansion, the only one who cried for me.
ありがとう。
Oh wait, that's Shigi. Arigato. But that's enough. Smiling, I stroked Akiha's head. Akiha looked up at me, bewildered. Then, for the first time, I felt strongly. You don't have to cry, Akiha. For now, we're brother and sister. I remember Akiha's face laughing happily. I made a promise then. We would be a real family. Since I was the Nissan, I would protect Akiha, whatever happened. Such thoughts. I had a time where I held on to those thoughts as if I was dreaming. I awake to the morning light. Knowing for sure that I am not the killer, I had no dreams of murder last night. But there was something. I feel like I had a nostalgic dream. When Akiha and I were still young, a dream from before we knew what we were to each other.
Excuse me. It is time to get up, Shigi-sama.
Ohayo, Hisui. You're early again this morning. Hisui bows and enters. As always, she places down a fresh school uniform and bids me good morning.
Shigi-sama, what time did you return last night? Akiha-sama was waiting in the living room.
Yeah, I was tired yesterday. I knew Akiha was waiting in the living room, but I went straight to my room. Answering, I feel depressed from my self-loathing. Last night, after parting with Ciel Senpai, I returned to the mansion and went straight to my room to escape Akiha. Although I denied it to Senpai, I was afraid to ask Akiha. I can't just Akiha, are you a Kyuketsuki? And the answer was the worst possible. I wouldn't know what to do. Thinking about that sort of thing, I can't face her, and I can't talk to her. Hisui, is Akiha already in the living room?
Hi. She has been waiting for you for some time.
I see. That's bad. Right now, I had no confidence that I can talk with her as I usually do. I'm not sure I can manage even a casual greeting. Hisui, Owari, but could you stay with me today? Until I leave, I'd like you by my side. Although her expression does not change, Hisui looks at me in shock. I really like the blush on Hisui's face. Well...
I understand. Then, I shall accompany you until you leave, Shiki-sama.
Bowing very deeply, Hisui grants my request. In the living room, Koaka-san is drinking tea or kocha with Akiha. Ohayo, Staritomo. Somebody greet them naturally. ... Maybe she's mad at me for going straight to my room. Akiha glances only briefly at me and saying nothing.
Oh, hiya, Shiki-san. Isn't you all to see together with Hisui-chan?
Yeah, I don't feel great today, so I asked her to escort me. It would be dangerous if I felt giddy on the stairs.
I see. Hisui-chan, you are really relied on.
Of course, Hisui stands beside me silently.
Well, I'll go and prepare breakfast. Please wait with Akiha-sama.
Kawaga-san goes into the kitchen. Akiha says nothing. Feeling an unpleasant atmosphere, I sit down on the sofa. Uneasy silence rules the living room.
Nissan.
What is it, Akiha?
You said you're not feeling well. Are you feeling alright?
No, it's nothing major. You don't need to worry about it.
So... Well then, that's good, but...
Akiha looks away uneasily. There's something strange about Akiha's attitude. Wait, I have to fix something really quickly. Okay, I think it's okay now. Anyway. It's obvious she cares about last night, but she's different from usual. Usually, she would at least say, "Why didn't you tell me when you came home?" Instead, she looks incredibly nervous. Akiha.
Nissan.
The two of us speak simultaneously.
Yes. What is it, Nissan?
No, what were you going to say?
That's me. I was just calling your name.
Huh? I can't even more confused.
Akiha-sama, Shiki-san. Breakfast is ready.
Kawaku-san's voice comes from the dining room. Well, shall we go, Akiha?
Yes, let's go, Nissan.
Somehow Akiha seems awfully meek this morning. And now I hate myself even more. Before I was thinking how difficult it would be to see Akiha, yet I'm thinking if she is this subdued, I want to talk with her more.
Well then, Shiki-sama, Akiha-sama, have a good day.
Following my instructions precisely, Hisui follows us to the main gate. Since today's Saturday, I'll be back a little early. But you don't need to wait out here. Since I may go to play for a bit, please wait in the mansion. Affirming her consent, Hisui bows and we leave the gates of the mansion behind. Now, the problem is the way from here to school. Akiha follows silently next to me. Although part of me is glad of the silence, it still feels uncomfortable. We arrive at school. It is just past 7:30. Only a small number of students arrive at this time. Akiha is still silent. It would be really awkward if we didn't exchange a word all morning. Ne, Akiha.
Yes? What is it, Nissan?
What is it? you seem really odd this morning. You're not even angry about last night, and you seem really distant.
And does it seem that way?
Yeah, it does. Are you still feeling bad? So, you should be resting. Celine noticed. Akiha took the day off yesterday. CL-senpai had bandages in her arms and said she had a painful experience.
Nissan, you don't look really look well either.
No, sorry, I shake my head to throw out the unpleasant image. And there's something wrong. Since Akiha suffers from the same frailties as I do, there's nothing strange about her taking a day off school. I had to trust Akiha, so I can't let my imagination run away with me like that. I'm fine. More importantly, what's wrong? Some of you seem really feminine this morning. Not like yourself at all.
You just said something really terrible, Nissan.
Yes, that's a little more like it. I'll feel uneasy if you're not like this, Akiha. Well, being calm isn't that bad every once in a while.
Oh? Am I always so rough?
Yeah, you are gentle. You're polite and very proper. That's strange in that case. Why? Why don't I think of her as being calm all the time?
Well, it's okay. If you say there's nothing wrong with you, I won't ask anymore. Come on, let's go inside.
Wait, is the first light Akiha or she? You know what? I still. Why am I having this kind of problem right now? What the fuck? Anyway, never mind. Looks like she wants to say something more. Akiha follows me into the school building. No, I think that's Shiki. Yeah, that's Shiki talking to Akiha. Okay, never mind. You know what? Never mind. Let's go. See you later. Since school finishes early today, we can have lunch at the mansion.
Nissan,
What is it? Do you feel bad after all? If so, I'll take you to the nurse.
no, I feel fine. I don't feel bad at all. But there is a reason I just feel completely lost this morning.
Loss? What do you mean?
Nissan, do you remember that childhood promise?
Slowly, Akiha glances up at me with flushed cheeks. Childhood promise? What's that?
Jeez. Of course you don't remember it. That's fine. It's nothing at all. I didn't expect you to anyway. It's easy doesn't mean anything. It didn't mean anything to you.
With a hump, Akiha turns away. What's this all of a sudden? When we were children, that was 8 years ago. You say promise, but there's so many promises I made to you. Even if you ask me like that, I won't be able to remember. They better keep this in the remake, man. They better do that.
That's true, but are there some things you want others to remember? Last night, I had a dream about when we were small, so I wondered if you would remember.
Akiha, you think I can remember everything just because you saw a dream from your childhood? Wait, why did the music stop? Anyway.
But it was nostalgic. Don't you remember the first time you called my name? I shook my head under that tree. Back then, I would cry easily, right? Everyone would try to calm me down when I cried, but you would be sad with me. So it caused me to cry more. But afterwards, I really felt like there was nothing sad anymore. From that time, Nissan, what's wrong? Do you feel ill?
They had the same dream, so obviously Shiki's like, oh shit, did I see the killers? Anyway. Akiha, that dream last night. Is it the time you were crying in the empty garden?
Hi. I don't remember it very well, but it felt like that kind of Yume.
Something cold runs down my back. That Yume. I had that Yume too. Senpai said. I get pulled into the Kyuketsuki's mind.
Nissan, are you sure you're alright?
It's nothing. Well, I'm going this way, so bye. I part from Akiha feeling sick. Why? Why is the result always the worst possible? Being drawn into the Kyuketsuki's mind as I sleep. Last night, I didn't want to know I was dreaming the same dream as Akiha instead of the killer's dream. There are only a few people in the classroom. I moved to my seat by the window and put down my bag. Ah, yes, the protagonist seating arrangement. Sitting in my chair, I wait for homeroom to start. Oh, you're early, Tono. You look pretty pale this morning. You all right? Arihiko. Honestly, you, Akiha, you all keep saying the same thing. Do I really look that bad? Huh? Nah, actually, you look much like you always do. I guess you just look really down, huh? Down, huh? Certainly, I feel down. A senpai came and said, wasn't it like I said? I wouldn't be able to say anything back. Ariko, have you seen senpai today? Huh? Which senpai? Which? The only senpai we both know is Sia senpai, right? Who's that? Dare? Shieru? Were there any foreign students at the school? My mouth falls open in astonishment. Arihiko, you... My broken voice gets that far, but I can't get any further. What is it, Tono? If you got something to say, then say it. I'll listen to anything except money problems. Arihiko acts like usual. Acting like usual, he doesn't remember senpai at all. You really don't remember senpai? That's why I'm asking. Who's the senpai you keep talking about? I can't answer anymore. Gradually, I begin to understand the meaning of the goodbye she said last night. Old Kiri Fuji's will be here any moment. See you later. Arika returns to his own desk. The teacher enters the classroom. Homeroom begins. And after that, the first period starts with physics. I just observe vacantly. Senpai has really disappeared. She has not merely disappeared from before me, but she has vanished without a trace. The spell has easily faded. Looking somewhat sad, she said that. Arika doesn't remember her. I'm sure no one else remembers either. She was never a student here. She was just sent here in order to observe me. So once she revealed her true character to me, there was no need for her to remain here. My chest hurts. In place of proving that I was not a killer, CL Senpai disappeared like a mirage. Lunch comes and all classes end. Seeking to enjoy Saturday to the fullest, my classmates rush out of the classroom. Oh? What is it, Tono? You're not going? Just staying a bit longer. I thought I'd wait a bit for someone. That'll be Akiha-chan, huh? No way. If it were Akiha, I'll go pick her up. I'm waiting for someone who has no reason to come, so I don't know if I'll get to see her. Right. Well, later. Yeah, I don't go playing around too much at night. Ha! I'm done if you have to tell me that. Adika goes, and the other students start to go as well. I'm left alone in the classroom, still waiting for CL Senpai. Click. The hand of the clock hits 1 p.m. As the sound of practice begins to echo from the grounds, the classroom door slides open. It is Akiha. She comes over to my seat by the window.
Nisan, you're not going home?
No, I'll go. I just haven't seen Senpai today. I thought if I waited here, she might come by. No, that's wrong. I just want her to come by, but she's never going to appear before me again. Wait, okay, he should question how come Akiha remembers. Anyway.
Is that so? Well then, I'll wait for you.
Akiha sits at the desk next to me. I don't mind or anything. You really are nosy, aren't you?
Hi. And you're immortal after all.
Seeming a little happy, Akiha sits on the chair with a smile. Oh man, Red Garden, man. Imoto dakara. Maybe I should say that.
Hi. Immortal dakara.
I said I'm never gonna use the TTS. Actually, the TTS obviously has a better quality, but it's so time consuming compared to like doing the voice changer route for voicing characters. But obviously, the TTS approach is more accurate to the actual voice actor. Anyway, why am I randomly rambling right now? Anyway, well, there's no reason to send her away. Although it's unpleasant when Akiha and Senpai see each other, Senpai isn't coming anyway. I'm just wasting a day. It's afternoon. Akiha doesn't complain and merely sits next to me. Cut to think of it. This is the first time I've been with Akiha for such a long time since I came back to the Yashiki. Without conversation, I'm more aware of Akiha than ever. When we were small, Akiha was always crying. And for 8 years, Akiha waited for me. And even now, Akiha simply accompanies me calmly. When I was told that Akiha might be a Kyuketsuki, all I did was to deny it. The reasons are obvious. Akiha is my important younger sister. Maybe it's better to say Taisetsu no Imoto. My precious younger sister. Yeah, precious younger sister would have been better here than important. Akiha is my Taisetsu no Imoto. So I didn't want to accept it. The girl I promised to protect. The reason I returned to the Tono mansion. My surprise when I met Akiha for the first time after 8 years. Now grown beautiful. Akiha is important to me. I think I love... Base! This is why I read this fucking route. I love this fucking route for shit like this. But obviously it's the most developed. I don't know. Is this the most developed route in the Far Side versus like fucking? Well, I don't know. It's either Akiha or like Hisui. I know Kohaku's is like a speed, something they rush when Comic was happening before they release Tsukhime. Anyway, I think I love her. But what kind of love it is, I cannot put into words clearly. We lived as siblings for only 2 years. During that time, the feeling of wanting to protect her was stronger than the feeling of family. I don't understand. At times I gaze on Akiha so much that I don't understand myself. It's not that she's important to me because she's my Imoto. She's just important to me. So, even if she's a Kyuketsuki, Akiha, shall we go back?
I don't mind, but... Is that alright, Nissan? Senpai isn't here yet. Is she?
No. She was never going to come, so it's alright. Akiha says nothing more. Suddenly I realized something. It took him this long to realize that Akiha still remembers. Ariko and the others, even the teachers, don't remember Senpai. Akiha seems to. Akiha, what do you think of Senpai? I'm not sure who you mean by Senpai. Oh, wait. Let me read her line with her voice.
I'm not sure what you mean by senpai, but I think you mean Seo-san. In that case, my opinion hasn't changed. I didn't want you to associate with that person.
My voice dies. Akiha remembers Senpai. Everyone else has forgotten her, so why? Akiha, you...
Nissan, what is it? You have such a terrible expression right now.
Doshite. What do you remember, Akiha? Everyone has forgotten Senpai, so why do you remember her?
Huh?
Akiha's expression freezes. And then she looks away from me. Akiha, could it be you knew from the beginning who Senpai was? She doesn't answer. The silence means yes. Akiha! Kotairo! You knew Senpai was a Kyuketsuki hunter from the beginning. Is that why you didn't like her?
Kyuketsuki? Nissan?
Akiha looks at me aghast. Her face doesn't seem surprised at the word Kyuketsuki, but it seems she's surprised to hear it coming from me. Akiha, Kotairo, if you don't, I won't be able to believe you.
Yes, Nissan. I knew from the beginning that person was different. Because I knew she was hypnotizing people she saw for the first time. I didn't trust her.
Huh? Senpai was hypnotizing people?
Hi. That's why everyone didn't think it was odd for someone to have a name like Xiao. Since I was unaffected by her, I realized there was something different about her.
Akiha explains herself, but she left out an important part. If everyone was taken in by Ciel Senpai's hypnosis, why was Akiha unaffected?
When the hypnosis is removed, those people affected by it will forget the person called Xiao. Since I was never affected in the first place, even though it has been removed, I remember her.
I get it. But, Akiha, why weren't you affected? Well,
それは...
I see. Those of the tonal bloodline aren't normal. Because of that, Senpai's hypnosis was ineffective.
Nissan, why are you...
It's natural. After all, I'm not normal either. Saying that, I stand up. After a moment of astonishment, Akiha also stands up with a determined expression. In the empty classroom, we gaze at each other in the classroom dyed red. I heard from Senpai that all those in the Tono family have special abilities, powers, Chonoriku, and that among them, there are those who end up not being able to restrain themselves and kill others. But I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. Please, tell me, Akiha. You're not a Kyuketsuki, are you? Akiha doesn't answer. She merely narrows her eyes painfully. Why? Doshite? Well, with Akiha, even if it's a lie, say it's of course not. Say something! Why won't you answer, Akiha? I cry out since the silence is painful. A little more silence follows. As if nothing was wrong, Akiha walks gracefully to the window. Her long red hair is transparent in the sunset. Her red hair flutters as she turns around.
Well then, I'll ask. If I was a Kyuketsuki, what would you do, Nissan?
Her look, like a blade, pierces my throat. Sorry. Akiha's gaze drills into me. We're separated. Even though she's away from me, there is a feeling of tension like she's in front of my face.
Kotairo, Nissan. I ask, if I were a blood-sucking demon, what would you do?
Akiha, that's...
If I were to confirm that, there would be no need for me to hold back. Do you understand, Nissan? I can stop being obstinate and become more honest with myself, right?
With terrible pressure and the glint of cruel enjoyment in her eyes, Akiha gazes up at me. I shudder as I look at her. Even though Akiha is looking up at me, her gaze is so cold that she seems to be looking down on me. Blah. I'm breathing in and I can't speak. Even though we're far apart, it feels like we're so close we could kiss at any moment. Jesus Christ. Nasu. Jesus Christ, Nasu, you gotta chill out, man. Akiha's eyes are cold, as those of a stranger. Akiha, you... My voice stops there. Whatever happens, I cannot finish.
Joran, Nissan. Hello, good people's blood.
With a delightful smile at my hesitant state, Akiha releases her blade-like gaze.
It is just as you said. Certainly members of the Tono house have something different in their blood. However, that's something that can be told at a glance of its weight. Even you know that, don't you, Nissan?
Akiha teases with a laugh. I... no?
What? So, your question is meaningless, because I am not what you think I am, Nissan. Well then, is that all? In that case, I'm going home.
Akiha is about to leave, but no. If I miss this chance, I feel there will be no more chances. Having come this far, I can't let her go without asking her everything. No, there's still something I want to ask. About the other child, when we were children.
You're really persistent, Nissan. Didn't I tell you there were no other child?
That's not true. Oyaji adopted the kid 10 years ago. Akiha raises her eyebrows. It's not like her previous reaction, a hiding of guilt. It's more like anger.
I see. Isu has become troublesome. I don't hesitate to take care not to let you discover that.
Akiha sighs. Akiha, there was a third child. You and I remember vaguely. Can't you tell me? Why did he die?
Yeah? That child did not die.
Huh?
But she was killed. By your hands, Nissan.
Something people die when they're killed, by the way. What? I... killed? Seeing that, dizziness assaults me. Yes, I killed. The accident 8 years ago. My younger self. In that courtyard. A hot nightmarish summer day. Akiha and the boy covered in blood. The thick clouds and the echoing sound of the cicadas. There, I killed him. I feel dizzy. Somehow I have the strength to keep from fainting. No, My breath comes out in gasps. I couldn't.
Hora, Nissan. Doesn't everyone have secrets they want to keep to themselves?
Akiha, you...
So you should stop thinking about such things. It's enough if you live in the mansion of Stone Oshigi.
Akiha leaves. I had no words to stop her. The classroom and the sunset. Only I am left, standing, unable to move. Night falls. Since I don't feel like returning to the yashiki, I merely sit on the bench in the park thinking, is it pointless? It's undeniable that Akiha is something different. It's clear that there was a third child who is now dead. Akiha says I killed the third child, and I remember looking down at the bloody body in the courtyard. Akiha drinking Kohaka-san's blood. Akiha saying the Tono family is inhuman. Senpai, seeing it would not be strange for the minds of siblings to merge while they sleep. So, there's no longer any doubt. Even though they don't want to accept it, it's true. At least if I didn't see Akiha drinking Kohaka-san's blood. Huh? Hang on. When I saw Akiha and Kohaka-san, it was in my dream. I saw Akiha and Kohaka-san in the Yume. That means if I was merging with Akiha's mind, I wouldn't be able to see Akiha herself. Ja, the person seeing that dream. It could have been Akiha who was being watched. If Akiha was a Kyuketsuki, she would never see that. Yeah, and there's no way Akiha could be the killer. Saying that, I jump off the bench. Though I will be embarrassed later, I run around the park. I don't care about how people think. I just run around happily laughing. Because this means I can protect Akiha from now on. Just this once, I'm happy that my mind merged with the Kyuketskis. If he hadn't seen Akiha, I would still believe my terrible mistake. No. Hold on. Watching Akiha? The Sachijin was watching Akiha. Inside the yashiki. Like watching its prey from a dark corner. As if it decided its next prey was Akiha. My back freezes. But this is no time to stand around. Akiha! Crying out, I run to the yashiki with all my strength. Okashi. Though it's still only 7, the lights in the mansion are out. I gasp for air. I catch my breath from running. Then I run into the mansion. The mansion is as silent as a grave. It's terribly hot. For an autumn night, it's terribly hot. I keep panting heavily. My breathing is irregular, but not just because I've been running. It's a terrible, tropical night. Sweat pours up me, dripping down my cheeks. I wipe it away. In this boiling night, I grasp the door of the mansion. I feel dizzy. A chill runs through my bones as if my brain were being wrung out. This isn't my normal dizziness. My consciousness isn't blurred. Instead, it's sharpened like a honed blade. I grit my teeth. Without reason, hatred boils up. The dizziness does not fade, and despite a violent headache, my body fills with strength. Yeah! There's no response to my cry. The mansion is completely without power, and there is no sign of anyone. Hisui! Kohaka-san! Is there anyone here? There's no reply. The only thing here is heat and silence piercing into my skin like needles. Akiha! Just an awful feeling. I can't think of anything else. Akiha. Akiha's room is... I don't know. Where's the room again? Let me alt-tab for a bit. Akiha's room is... East Wing, 2nd floor. Don't skip. In the very back of the East Wing on the 2nd floor. That's where Akiha's room is. I run up the stairs. The heated air and sense of foreboding seem to stretch over the dark night like glass. Breathing heavily, I reach the top of the stairs and walk down the hallway. My back hurts. This terrible feeling in the air gets heavier as I draw near Akiha's room. I reach Akiha's room. The dizziness is getting unbearably stronger. I put my hand in my pocket. Unlucky, as my knife is still there. I ignore my dizziness, and with the knife in my other hand, I open the door. Darkness. The moonlight coming in the window barely sheds through light to see. In the blue darkness, I see Akiha on the ground. Akiha! I run to her and hold her up. Akiha does not move, so she might be unconscious, but I can tell she's alive as her small chest rises and falls with her breathing. Small chest? What do you mean small chest? But there's something more strange. Akiha's black hair has turned into a bloody shade of red. Akiha, you're really Akiha, right? The hair looks red in the darkness, but it's definitely Akiha. Akiha, oi, come on! What happened? I hear a noise. I turn back. The direction the sound came from. There's someone standing by the moonlit window. It seems to be someone wrapped in bandages. Who are you? The man does not answer. A cold chill goes through my spine. I feel dead in my nerves. The person is just there, broken. Abnormal eyes that seem out of this world. But there's some intelligence. It seems the bandaged person has both intelligence and madness. My heart beats loudly. It beats quicker. All the while, my mind freezes like I was dead. This feeling, no kanji. I know this feeling of that. I'm sure. What's in this room right now is the world of murder I saw in my dreams. I ask you, who are you? I hold my knife and stare at the person. The bandaged man appears to be smiling. I feel sad, Shiki. You don't even remember the person you killed. He steps towards me. I back up, holding Akiha in one arm. Can't you tell, Shiki? I'm the guy you killed. What are you saying? Just listening to his voice gets on my nerves. I hate him. The hatred I was feeling since I entered the mansion is concentrated on him. This hatred. Is my instinctual drive to remove him a homicidal impulse? My heart beats. From somewhere inside me, my body screams. It screams that this person must be killed. I see. Oh, that's Shiki. I see. You're the Kyuketsuki. Holding Akiha with one arm, I hold out my knife with the other. The man laughs as it was really funny. Don't even try. I am you. There's no one who can truly kill himself. What? I'm taking Akiha back. She was mine to start with. Another step. The man comes closer. Stop! I won't stop. I came to get everything back from you. Name, position, power. Everything was mine. The man opens his arms and talks proudly. What are you saying? You. What are you? You still don't remember? What a guy. We were such good friends 8 years ago. What? 8 years ago? Such good friends? Well, I guess you forgot it. It's that old man. I bet he put a strong spell on you to make you forget. And I bet you yourself Wanted to forget about the ugly past, Shiki. He laughs. My vision shakes. 8 years ago. 8 years ago. 8 years ago. That's the time I was sent to the Byoin from that accident. That was the last time the trio was played together in this mansion. That was the time the child was there. And all the blood. But that's all ending now. It was painful for you, right, Shiki? Hold on. I'll save you. The man slowly takes off the bandages around his head. His face. Am I? Sashibari? Tono Shiki? Yeah. That's not your real name. The face that came out from the bandage. It was not the face of that bloody child, but Tono Shiki. Yes. Why did I forget? Who was with Akiha back then? But their child name, their kid's name was certainly that. Yes. That's really been a long time, Nanaya Shiki. You finally remembered that you were an imposter. The man's, Shiki's lips turn up into a smile, and he laughs deeply. Headache. I have a headache. The lid opened, which was sealed shut. By whom? I can't look at it. At what? The box of forgotten memories. He commanded me to forget everything. Tono Makihisa. Nanaya Shiki was adopted by the person who made him alone. Probably because it was amusing to him I had the same name as his son. That's something that happened 10 years ago. I was adopted. I was brought into the unknown mansion. My family were always people I didn't know. My life in the detached building. The boy and the girl I met. The big garden we played around in. A hot summer day. Akiha getting attacked by a shadow. I could only think about helping her, and the moment I used myself as tate, I was commanded to forget everything. By Tono Makihisa. By my own Oyaji. He commanded me to live as Tono Shiki and not Nanaya Shiki. And dizziness, sickness, mixed memories run through my head. Thump. I can't control my body. I throw Akiha on the ground and embrace my lamp as a pad for air. Is it shocking? I bet it is. It should have been a big shock to know that you were an imposter, since you thought you were Tono Shiki this whole time. Shiki laughs. But that's nothing compared to me. You know, Shiki, I was killed by that person I thought was my best friend, and even had the name Tono Shiki taken away from me. You even took Akiha. My Akiha. Can you understand how I felt? Killed? By you? That's right. I killed you first, but the end result was you killed me. Can't you recall yet? 8 years ago on that day, I lost all my blood and killed you. Look at that scar on your chest. I took this arm and pierced right through it. Scar on my chest? That was an accident. I was told I got that from an accident. Yes, don't man kill me afterwards though. The tonal blood finally awakened inside me, but I was imprisoned on the ground and lived in the dark for 8 years. That damn old man. He said he'll let me out if I return to being a human. He thought it would be inconvenient for Tono Shiki to be gone, so he made it into Tono Shiki. So, no, not the kid that was here 10 years ago. Was me. Do you get it, Shiki? I was killed by you. I'm alive right now, but you're Tono Shiki. I have no place to go back to. My name, as Tono Shiki, my position, my dear Imoto, even my existence was taken away by you. I, as Tono Shiki, was killed by you, Tono Shiki. A step. He starts to walk towards me with glaring eyes. here. That's the end of the story. Shiki, you should have died 8 years ago. You have had enough, right? Let's go back to the way things were 8 years ago. The way things were? Yes. I'll return to being Tonoshiki, and you return to the dead person you were. A big impact. I was blown out to the hallway with one strike from Shiki. Ah! My back strikes the wall. I can't breathe. My head. I still can't think straight. I can sense him coming. Shiki jumps out from Akiha's room. Saw! I can hear Shiki. His weapon also happens to be a knife, and my knife joins his in deadly competition. I gasp for air. I'm out of breath. I still feel sick, but I don't have time to think. Wait, I'm looking at the wrong VN. Walk through. Take out my glasses and get ready to kill. Okay, got it. I should not consider my own safety. And the only sure thing is that this guy is the reason for everything going on. The one sucking the blood out of all the people in town. The one that hurt Senpai and tried to rape her. And Yumitsuka. The one who turned Yumitsuka into a Kyuketsuki and made her suffer like that. Zenbu. Everything is his enemy's fault. Then, I grit my teeth and hold onto my hatred. Trying to cool myself down, I take off my glasses. Let's get started. Fortunately, this is my third time fighting in a life or death situation. By now, I know more than enough how exactly I should be moving. Don't skip. Sweat drips down to the ground. His knife swings at every part of my body, but have fortunately not received any fatal wounds. I am breathing hard because I move my body past its limits. I don't understand. The enemy in front of me breathes out in annoyance. Why? Why can't I kill just an ordinary human being? Why is your killing ability so high, Shiki? And there's anger in his eyes. He's probably irritated from all this unexpected resistance by something that should be easy prey. My heavy breathing fills the air. My chest hurts. Even though I have seen his killings already in my dreams, our abilities are naturally different. It's already hard enough to block his attacks. It's almost impossible to attack his lines. But if I didn't care to avoid mutual death, I could easily kill him. Alright, enough playing around. I tried to finish you off with the same weapon you had, but I shouldn't have used something I'm not used to using. The enemy throws down his knife. Slash. The sharp animal-like nails shine in the night. So, it's this after all. It's really dull to use the same thing as 8 years ago. The enemy smiles and frees his stance. Thump. My heart beats. My body knows I won't be able to keep up with him once he gets serious. I probably won't be able to see him attacking me. The first thing I will realize is that my body has a hole in it. Thump. The presence of death increases. The sense of impending death is upon me, but I have no fear. The cracking inside my body grows proportionally with the sense of crisis. Panting. Burning pain. Just like a bow pulled to the limit. A homicidal impulse that I cannot control. Most likely, it will be released in a moment and kill Shiki for sure. So long, Shiki. Akiha's mine. This time, you go to hell! The enemy's body disappears. The strained bow is released. But before that, someone comes in between me and Shiki. It was Akiha, with her flowing red hair. Akiha stands in front of Shiki as if to protect me. Akiha, what are you doing? Akiha does not answer. Her back. With Akiha's red hair in front of me, I start feeling excited. What? I start feeling good. start feeling excited. What do you mean? Okay, Akiha. I'm your real brother, Nissan. You don't have to worry about that imposter. Akiha does not answer. Her back. With Akiha's red hair in front of me, I start feeling... did they repeat the line? I get it. He has a hard on for his emoto. Okay, I already get it, man. You don't have to repeat it. Akiha, don't make me sad. You're the only important person for me.
No. I won't move.
Akiha shakes her head and clearly rejects Shiki. Akiha!
Move back. And you see you're going to tell Nissan. I will kill you first. The role of the head of the Terno family is to eliminate people like you.
What are you saying, Akiha? You were waiting for me for so long. I was always watching. I came back because you were waiting for your Nissan. I killed that ORG and became free just for you. But why are you protecting that imposter?
Indeed. I was waiting for Nissan. But that is not you. You lost against the Total Blood and became just a killer. You should have died on that day 8 years ago.
Akiha! You're telling your own Nissan to die. No, that's not right. I'm your only Nissan. Listen to me. That guy is just a...
Damari. I will not allow any more insults against Nissan. Watashi. I'm not going to let you kill Nissan again.
Aki... Shiki staggers. Stop. He's just an imposter. To betray me for such a guy, Akiha. Akiha doesn't answer. She just confronts Shiki with a fierce aggression. Akiha, are you going to betray me too? Akiha! Shiki takes a step. Shiki looks at me and Akiha with bloodshot eyes. This is the last warning. Move, Akiha. Can't you follow your brother's Nissan's orders?
I will not move. You are not my Nissan.
Shiki screams as he jumps. Not toward Akiha, but toward me. But I was expecting that already. I raise my knife and face my enemy. But Shiki's nails are faster. The result will still be mutual that. And that's the case, I can surely cut his line and slice him into pieces. Shiki's nails never reach. Ah! Shiki's soulless voice gasps. Ah! Yeah! Shiki's nails slash across Akiha's back. It's not that Shiki aimed for her. It's just that Akiha crashed into me. But I felt nothing. My mind was frozen. And without feeling anything, my homicidal impulse drives me. Akiha's body falls to the ground. In that instant, the instant Shiki starts moving, I slash through his line. Smell of blood. It angers me that the scent is the only thing I do sense. The rest of my senses are paralyzed with exhaustion after all my extreme movement. Right now, I feel nothing. There's Akiha covered with blood in front of me, and Shiki's dead body is right there, right beside her. I feel nothing and simply stand there. The lights come on. It hurts my eyes as it returns to my senses. I look around. On the floor in front of me is the path of red blood. Akia's body's not there, nor Shiki's. What? The knife is still in my hands. I'm sure that wasn't my dream. As through the floor is covered with blood. Akiha, protected me. I remember, and at the same time, I feel sick. I didn't want her to do that. All I wanted to do was protect Akiha. Why did it turn out this way?
Shiki-sama,
Someone calls from behind.
I have turned on the emergency power. Akiha-sama's wounds are pretty shallow, so please do not worry.
Hisui, where were you?
I previously stated this. When Nasan and I arrived to help, you and Akiha-sama were in the ground. We tried to talk to you several times, but you were in no condition to talk.
Yeah, I just stood here while Akiha was lying injured on the ground.
Akiha-sama needed treatment immediately, so Nasan and I treated Akiha-sama and then put the power back on. So we waited for your orders?
No, you guys did the right thing. I was just standing there, right?
Hi. It has been about an hour since we came, but you have only been standing there.
I see. Not doing anything while Akiha was on the ground wounded is the worst thing I could have done. Not only did I not protect her, but you could say I was actually hurting her. Hisui, is Akiha alright?
Yes, it is not that deep of a wound, but since it's not a wound that will heal anytime soon, we have her resting her room now. Shiki-sama, what happened? When you regain consciousness, all the lights in the mansion would turn off, and I had apparently been unconscious in Nasan's room. It seems Nasan and I were drugged. When we came out to the lobby, you and Akiha-sama were there. Nasan said the cut on Akiha-sama is from a big animal, but that is...
What? There's something wrong. This doesn't add up. Hisui, Shiki was not there?
Shiki-sama, you were standing in front of Akiha-sama.
No, not me, but... I stopped myself. Hisui doesn't know about Shiki. She doesn't know why Akiha was hurt, nor does she know that I was almost killed. Hisui, there was only me and Akiha in the lobby. She nods. That guy, Koitsu, is still alive. I did cut him from his shoulders along his line, but I didn't kill him. Or are Kyuketsuki harder to kill than humans? Either way, he's still alive right now and has run away. No, I don't care about that right now. But Akiha...
Please wait, Shiki-sama. Are you going to Akiha-sama's bedroom?
Atarimae. I had to apologize to Akiha and talk to her.
Nasan is currently treating her wounds. I do not think Akiha-sama would be pleased to see you right now.
That might be true, but...
Please go back to your room, Shiki-sama. When we finish treating her, and Akiha-sama asks for you, I will come and get you.
that very specific look of Hisui. With that, Hisui starts to walk up the stairs. She probably went up to Akiha's bedroom to help Kohaka-san. Being a guy, I can't help them. All I can do for now is wait for Hisui in my room. I go back to my room and try to calm down. I had to calm down and think about many things. About Akiha, about myself, about that guy, Shiki. Shiki told me that I was adopted, and treated as Tono Shiki in his place. I had no intention of denying it. Rather, it's very convincing. Why I didn't recognize this mansion that well? Why my room didn't feel like a room I knew? The fact that I was living with the Arimas, and why no one came to see me while I was in the Byoin 8 years ago. When I was adopted 10 years ago, in the 2 years until I got into the accident, me, Akiha, and Shiki were raised as brother and sister. Shiki sounded as if he knew I was adopted all along. But what about Akiha?
You're not my Nissan.
Akiha said that to Shiki and injured herself while protecting me. Akiha might not know I was adopted. That's why she protected me. You can't do that unless it's your real brother. So Akiha must believe that I am her true brother.
Shiki-san, can I come in?
Kohaka-san, is Akiha alright now?
Yes, we are done treating her wounds. She won't be able to walk at all for a few weeks, but there's no danger to her life.
Sokka. Yokatta. I let out a sigh of relief. And the wound she received from protecting me was worse. I don't know how I could ever talk to Akiha again.
Shiki-san, Hisui Chan told me you wanted to talk to Akiha-sama.
Yeah, I prefer not to if Akiha is not feeling well, but I would really like to talk to her if I can.
If that's the case, please go ahead. But please do not have a complicated conversation. Akiha-sama is pushing herself, and I do not want her to be mentally tired.
I know. I just want to see Akiha and thank her.
Alright, that should be fine. Then I'll rest for a bit. Can you take care of Akiha-sama for a while?
Kohaka-san walks out of the room wobbling. Wobbling? Oh, that's what. Oh, anyway. She must be tired from taking care of Akiha, sucking her blood. Unless she's wobbling for a different reason. But anyway. Alright. I had to go check on Akiha. I knock on the door. Wait, give me a second. Okay. I am back. Let's get started. Okay. I knock on the door. Akiha, it's me. Can I come in? After a moment of silence.
Yes, please come in, Nissan.
I hear her weak whisper. I go into Akiha's bedroom. As she was sleeping on the bed until now, she raises herself slowly. Yeah, but seeing her like this causes my mind to empty. There's already tension in her coming into Akiha's bedroom, and she's acting so weak that I regret it. We end up just staring at each other in silence. All of a sudden,
Aren't you going to sit down, Nissan?
I should sit down, huh? I take a seat in a chair. Now I'm at the same height as Akiha, and my head goes even more blank.
You never ask about anything, do you, Misa? Even though I am like this, I was ready for everything.
Akiha says in a soft voice. You're right. There's a lot of things that I want to ask about, but I'll ask all of that after you get better. Right now, I'm here to see how you're doing.
I see. But there's something I want to ask you, Nissan. I am mad easily when I don't understand something. So, I can't sleep peacefully unless I hear it from you.
Go ahead. You're hurt right now. I'll answer anything.
Gomennasai. I'm hiding a lot of things from you, but I don't want you to hide anything from me. I'm really selfish, aren't I?
Kinishinai. I like that part of you too. I'll let it go. So, what do you want to ask about, Akiha? Akiha is probably making me watch her pace. Match her pace. Surprising even myself, I speak kindly to her.
Then, I'll ask. Nissan, do you use the word Kyuketsuki? Is that something Shiel taught you, or is that something you concluded yourself?
I think it's both. I don't know why, but I've been having this dream where I killed people and sucked their blood. So I thought I was the killer. However, Ciel-senpai proved me wrong.
I see. You were in tune with Chiki's mind. That's why. You asked me that at school.
What? Akiha? You can tell that I am in tune with his mind?
No, I'm just seeing the possibilities instead. Nissan, you might not remember, but Shiki was our...
Yeah. You want to say he's our brother, right? I forgot about it until just now. But I remember faintly. Whenever we played in the garden, he always followed us. Us means that there's more than one, right? Yes. When I recall my childhood, there is that contradiction. I didn't recognize it because that old man hypnotized me. Akiha does not say anything. It really seems like she doesn't know I'm adopted. In that case, I do not want to say it right now and mentally attack her. If I can lie to her right now, I should.
Nissan, you were almost killed by Shiki 8 years ago. Shiki did not have that much Shono blood in him, but it suddenly awakened. The blood of Tono is a blood from ancient times, and it makes it give priority to your instincts rather than your reason. Shiki had that blood throughout him, and attack you, as it happened to be here, there.
I heard that from Shiki. This scar on my chest is not from an accident, but from Shiki.
Everyone in the Toto family has different abilities. And there's some people who eat other people like Shiki. And there's people whose abnormalities only in their brain like Tosa. Shiki attacked you and took away your blood and life. Shiki was punished by a Tosan, but he survived it taking your life.
I don't get it. What do you mean by him taking away my life?
I should say your soul in this case. I don't know how it works since I'm not Shiki. But Shiki lived by feeding off your life. I think you and Shiki are like different people running off of one heart. That's why you tune into each other easily. And that's the reasoning. I think you can tune into me too. But I think it's because you two are really good friends.
Stop it. With a guy that hurts you. Don't make me friends with him. Aki looks at me with a painful expression. Her thin body, her white skin, her flowing black hair is tinged slightly red and looks very weak. Oh yeah, Akiha, what happened to your hair? It was red back then and now it's back to black. What's going on?
I told you. This is due to that tonal blood. My body does not change like Chiki, but when my blood gets excited, my head turns back into its original color. Now that I am calm, it returned to be black.
And that's good. I think you look better with black hair. I think it will be bad for if your hair stayed red. I don't want her to be stained with something like the tonal blood.
Yes, I also dislike the color red. I know it's just the color in my hair, but it means my body state has changed. I do not want to be like Shiki.
Akiha falls back in bed. Akiha! I support her body. She's shaking. Her breathing is difficult, as if her heart was gone. She clenches her teeth in pain. She sweats as if trying to expel the pain from her body. Akiha! What's wrong? Do your wounds hurt?
Me. So,
Akiha grips the bedsheets. Shh. Hold on. I'll go get Kawaka-san.
Yeah. No one can help me. Anyways.
Akiha grabs onto my arm, still breathing hard. Her slender fingers, her soft hands grip my hand strongly. All right. I'll stay right here, Akiha. I can't hear her. Her voice is too choppy. Akiha rages around on the bed, and I realize her hair is red again. Akiha, your hair.
It's... Oh, right. This won't last long.
Akiha is in serious pain. Time passes by, and all I can do is hold onto her hands. After an interminable amount of time, it finally ends. I'm sure it was only a few minutes, but it felt like a few hours. She breathes normally now. Her hair is still red, but it looks fainter than before.
I'm sorry I made you watch such unpleasant things.
Akiha sits up. I can easily tell she is pushing herself. You don't have to sit up. It still hurts, right? Don't try to push yourself.
No, I'm alright. The back has nothing to do with this. This spasm is like an everyday thing.
Her back has nothing to do with this? What do you mean, everyday thing? This is normal for you? She doesn't answer. That means yes. I can't believe it. She suffers through this kind of pain all the time? Doshite? That's not right, Okashi. That's not normal. Akiha still doesn't answer. She just nods silently.
What you say? I'm not normal. This spasm is not like your anemia. This is a pain all of the people at the tonal block go through. When you cannot stand this pain, you become like Shiki.
What?
I told you. People in the tonal line are normal. The tonal blood in me is strong. As I grew up, it became worse and worse each day. Now it's getting to a point where I can't help it. I'm like this every night.
Akiha just talks without holding any grudge against her blood. I understood what Akiha is saying, but at the same time, I don't want to accept it. I don't get. What do you mean? I don't get what you're saying.
Jeez. Me-san, you really are stupid.
Akiha laughs. She smiles, looking a bit troubled.
My body uses more heat than an average person. So, I cannot get enough energy using normal methods, and I end up having to get heat directly for someone. Like you say, I act like a Chukatsuki trying to contain myself. But the more I rely on it, the more unnormal I am. I'm acting more like a Tono. But without it, I had no way to control myself.
Akiha!
Do you understand? I had to take away here for us to be alive. I am an incomplete creature. That's Tono Akiha for you, Nissan.
I cannot say anything, but I still managed to find something to say. To not say anything right now only hurts Akiha even more. That's why you're sucking Kohaka-san's blood.
You knew, Nissan? That I got blood from Akiha Kohaku?
Yeah. Sorry for not telling you. Akiha blushes and looks down.
That's a last resort. It doesn't have to be blood taken. It can be body heat. It can be mental heat. Anything with heat gets the power. What just happens to be the most efficient method?
So, you're different from Shiki. You're not a real Hyuketsuki like him.
Yes, I'm not like Shiki. As I can't make people like me. I can only take from other people.
Akiha looks away from me, but that's good for me. Because it's just a matter of the difference in the kind of food you take in. Feel relief. You kept on telling me you're abnormal, but you're normal. Unlike Shiki, you're a normal human being. That spasm you had. It won't happen if you get some blood, right? Ja.
It is true that it will not occur by taking some blood. But I can't stand any blood just because I want to. If I get used to that, I'll just be like Shiki.
No matter. Oh wait, that's still Akiha.
No matter how painful it is, if it's just physical pain, I can stand it. The turtle blood awakens more at night, but it dies down in the morning. So, this is normal for me. You don't have to look at me that way.
You're stupid. If you were in that much pain, I'll be glad to give you as much blood as you want. I'm being honest. If I knew Akiha was in this much pain every night, I would have given her blood every time.
No. I do not want to drink anyone's blood. I really do not want to drink Kohaka's blood either.
Doshite. If your spasms go away, then it should be fine.
That is true, but
Akiha grows quiet and continues with an embarrassed tone.
I do not want to be called a Hyuketsuki by you. I want to stay as a human being just like you.
I really hate how stupid I am. I never thought about how Akiha felt. About how ominous she feels about the tonal blood. About how much she thinks about me. Is there anything I can do for you, Akiha?
Let's see. Please go rest in your room. You must be tired too.
Taka. That's all I can say in response. Don't worry. Just lay down. I'll stay here until you go to sleep.
Alright. If you say so, I will, Nissan.
She says this as she lies back down. After time passes quietly by, she falls into a gentle slumber. Akiha's face looks very peaceful. I stay and continue to watch her.
Shiki-san, are you awake?
I can hear Kohaka-san's voice. I look at the clock to find out it's 3 o'clock already. I'm awake. Are you here to look after Akiha, Kohaka-san?
Yes, I wanted to take your temperature. I'm sorry, Shiki-san, but
Oh, sorry. I'll leave right away. I get up from the chair. As I leave the room, I look at Akiha one more time. Thank you. And sorry, Akiha. I whisper this softly as I will leave her room. I let Kohako-san take care of Akiha and then walk down the hallway. Things should be fine for now, but I still feel uncomfortable. I don't care that Shiki is still alive. There's only one thing that worries me. I was watching Akiha's face while she was sleeping, but her hair did not turn back to its original black, no matter how long I waited. Nope. Telescope. Part of me wants to end for today. Part of me wants to pause. No, maybe stop and then continue again after dinner. Part of me also wants to. I don't know, man. I'm just gonna save for now. Uh, I'm gonna stop recording, and if I continue for today, it would be obvious from the timestamp, and not. Yeah. Anyway, I'll stop here. If I don't, I don't know. Maybe I just need to eat dinner. I'll pause for now. I'll stop recording, but I can always just append the two videos together. I'll be right back then. Okay, I am back. I'll probably only do 30 minutes more. I ended up watching Kara no Kyokai, rewatching it, movie 5, which is a 2-hour movie. So oh well, whatever. Oh, it was. I'm just gonna do 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it for today. Letting Kohako-san take care of Akiha, I come down to the first floor. I can't treat Akiha's wounds, so I want to help her in some other way. If I search Oyaji's room, I might be able to find something to help her. He was the head of the Tono family after all. He should have recorded some way to fight against the Tono blood. Damn. I guess I can't find it that easily. I sit down and take a breath. Oyaji's library is really big, and it takes a lot of time to look through each book. Besides, most of them are just educational reports, and it looks like information on the Tono family isn't here. The only thing I found was this journal-like book that belonged to the old man. See, this looks like a record of the time after I was taken into the anime household. I flip through the pages, and then I see Akiha's name and I turn back. Let's see. Report on Akiha's spasms. What is this? By the way, if this is the same book that he read, in every route he gets to read this book. Like, we were in Clockers route, so he read about the synchronizers. He read about like what happens to every Tono family member. Oops, I just realized forgot to switch to audio. Anyway, it's fine. I guess he's skipping so much of the journal that he doesn't read those pages. You know what I mean? It's the same book. It's the same journal, right? So he should have read at least this other stuff, like the thing about Hisui and Kohaku, and all that sort of thing. I don't know, man. Or about the Danaya clan, or I start reading it carefully. Oyaji looked at it this way. Akiha became one of the strong Tono blood right after I left. To live, Akiha needs more heat than a normal person. If you say that the heat Akiha needs is 10, food only gives her 6 or 7. And the extra heat she needs is the reason for her body's extra burden. The problem is why she needs that much heat to stay alive in the first place. It looks like it took Oyaji some time to figure it out. After a few years worth of pages, the answer is finally written down. Half of her life? I don't think I get what he means. It says that out of all the energy she has, she is using only half of it. To rephrase it so it's easier to grasp, it's like she's moving around normally while using only half of her body. But of course it's impossible to do that. That's why Akiha's body consumes heat from other sources to try to make up for that. But no human can do that. It's a superhuman power. The more she needs heat from her surroundings, the more tonal blood awakens as it grows less and less human. What's written after that looks like Akiha's growth record. I read on, but the information becomes less and less useful to me. What about the stuff about the synchronizers and all that sort of thing? And the Naya clan. I throw the diary on the table. Saw. If you know the reason, it's no help if you don't write down the way to fix it. Stupid old man. Or was it impossible for even the old man to find a way to help her? Okay, it's been a while since I read Akiha's route, but I don't remember if she explains it in this route, because in Kohaka's route, she does explain what's going on, but, you know, you only get to read Kohaka's route after going through Hisui, which, you know, means you also went through Akiha's route at some point. Anyway. But only half her energy. I wonder what she's doing with the other half. It seems simple. If Akiha can use all of her energy for herself, then she wouldn't have to take in heat for someone else. I don't think there's anything else for me to find here. I should go outside and let myself unwind. Bro, you could read the other parts of the journal. Oh, the dummy. Our first stage scene, I guess, soon. Oh, man. This might be less than 30 minutes. I'm worried about Akiha. When I look up, I realize I'm at the detached building. I didn't feel like going back to my room, so I naturally came here instead of the mansion. I go in. I sit down on the tatami and stare at the ceiling. I let out a deep breath. I feel relaxed in here. This was my room when I was a kid. This was the room that Akiha came to when I was sick. I start to remember little by little. When I was adopted 10 years ago, when I lived in this room, and the days I spent playing with Akiha and Shiki. He was saying Nanaya. Nanaya. Written as Nanatsu no Yoru. Anyway. In Japanese. I guess it's my real last name. But it doesn't really matter now. A kid named Nanaya Shiki was eliminated. It was 8 years ago. My bad. Oh man, I'm getting sleepy. Not because I don't like Tsukhime or some shit, but like I'm tired. But like it's it's my own fault for reading or watching fucking Kara no Kyokai. Anyway, his last name, his real name, even his memories. I can't even remember my parents' faces. I don't want to remember those things anyway. See. This knife is not the old man's, but really my... I take the knife out of my pocket. Nanaya is written on the handle. In that regard, this was really my true father's. Tono Makihisa had some human emotions after all. He should have eliminated everything that would lead me to Nanaya Shiki, but he still left me this knife. Again, if you read the whole journal, you would have found out a little bit more. And then, something drifts onto my hand. What? I feel my cheeks. Nande? I'm not happy or sad, but... It's weird. Why am I crying? There's no reason to. But I cannot stop crying. I wonder how long it's been. Yoru should have gone by. It must be almost sunrise. It's Sunday today, huh? Well, even if it's a weekday, I would have skipped school and stayed with Akiha. Because it's Sunday, it's more convenient. Kohaka-san said she should stay in bed. How depressing. I don't know how many weeks it will take for Akiha to heal. What can I do until she gets better? I don't even have to think about it. I must find and kill him once and for all. He's not human anymore. Yeah, even if he is. Even if people tell me I'm a murderer. I can't let Shiki stay alive. Someone comes into the building. Could it be Kohaka-san? I hear small light footsteps getting closer until finally the sliding door opens. Oh man. I feel it. Yeah, it is going to be shorter than 30 minutes, I guess. I can't believe it. It's Akiha. Akiha, are you all right?
Yes, my wounds have healed now.
Healed? No way. That wound wasn't anything that would heal in the night. Besides, Kaku-san said it would take weeks to heal. To heal that fast is not human. Then I finally realized it. No, I wish it didn't. That Akiha's hair is a little red.
It's exactly what you think it is, Nissan. My wound is healed. A wound which wouldn't heal this quickly for a normal person.
Akiha's hair is red in the morning sunlight. But I have no interest in that. What are you saying, Akiha? If your wound's healed, that should be good, I know. I hate the tone of blood. But if it helps out like this, then it's a good thing.
You don't have to force yourself. I didn't come here to be a bother to you. I need to tell you a few things while I'm still sane.
What? She said while she is sane.
Listen to me, Nissan. I've been lying to you for so long now. There's no way for me to make up for that, but I had to at least tell you the truth. I cannot disappear like this.
Akiha's eyes shine as if she's about to cry. And she looks at me that way. There's no way I could stop her. Alright. I'll listen. But, Akiha, I'll stay as Tonoshiki, no matter what you tell me. Maybe you don't have to tell me at all. All the same, do you still want to tell me about it?
Nissan, you... No?
Shiki likes to talk a lot. You told me most of it while you were unconscious. But if you want to tell me about it, I'll listen. If you tell me yourself, I think it would help me understand. Akiha looks aghast for a moment, then she bites her lip and looks at me.
Nissan, you were adopted 10 years ago from the Nanaya family. I don't know why Tosan adopted you, but they introduced you to us as our new family member.
Akiha squints as if pain and continues on.
I heard that the Nanaya family was the total opposite of her kind. There are those like the Tono family with mixed blood, and then there are those who oppose them. Nissan, you wouldn't like if there were lions and tigers in your school, right? We humans tend to eliminate people who are different from us or anyone who is superior to us. It's pretty easy to understand why if you think about it. It's not like that they eliminate the different people because they hate them. Instead, it was because if these different people were in our society, it would endanger the less normal people. So, and there will always be those who eliminate the non-humans. The Nanaya family was special among those who stood against the non-humans. They tried to use Maho, but instead relied purely on their own abilities. The Turtle family became special by introducing inhuman blood into their bloodline. The Nanaya family became special through willpower and determination. Tono and Nanaya were our enemies, but we were actually close in a way, just by our nature. So, do you happen to have any special powers? It's not from the blood of Tono, but from Nanaya. It's written in your blood to kill anything that is inhuman. Nissan, there was the time when you ran away from me, remember? I realized it then. The Nanaya blood in you is still working, and reacted to me.
She's talking about that night. She's right. I did feel a homicidal impulse when I saw Akiha's red hair. I thought I was a killer for that reason, but that means...
Yes, you only feel that way towards abnormal people, like me and Tsuki. But that's why you were like that to us. Even though the people of the Nanaya had stopped their work, I think he was stole a threat just to have their blood around.
Basically, he's a racist. Why? Suddenly my heart is beating very loud. I have a very bad feeling about this. I'm gonna let Akiha go on. No. It's more that I don't want to hear it from her. It's alright. She don't have to go on. It's already over, so there's no point. It has nothing to do with me or you.
But, Nissan,
I don't care about the Nanaya family. I don't know them. If you're the head of the Tono family, you should only worry about the Tono family. Akiha bows her head and gives a reluctant nod.
then let's talk about us. Nissan and I, and Shiki, were raised as true siblings. You and Shiki got along so well. I was kinda jealous of you guys. But everything went wrong with that when that happened to Shiki.
8 years ago, Shiki's Tono blood awakened, and he killed me.
Hi. But your light was saved. Things didn't end that easily though. We took care of Shiki, but we couldn't kill the eldest sibling in the Tono family. We have a powerful family, socially, so we couldn't just tell everyone that our eldest son, the only successor, died. So Dosan came up with it. Let Nissan be Tanoshiki, and let Shiki be the adopted son who died in the accident.
Akiha speaks these words as if hoping they will damn Tono Makihiza. So that's it. Shiki and I reverse roles. The one who was killed lived on, and the one who did the killing died. That's the relationship between Shiki and I.
Lumine, Nissan. The boy named Shiki no one exists. He died 8 years ago. It wasn't just the end of his life, but the end of his existence. His name, past, household, even his memories. There's nothing left anywhere. 8 years ago when you took the place at Tanoshiki, but also got rid of everything. That's why you were taken to the Animals. To the outside world, Tenno's eldest son had to be alive. But since there is no Tono blood in you, you couldn't be the successor. Otosan explained that your body was weakened by the accident, so he sent you to the Animals. I didn't agree. I mean, held a grudge against those for letting you go for a stupid reason like that. I guess it's because I told him that I wanted you back so many times. But Otosan finally came out and told me you were adopted. And he told me never to let you come close to our house. Otosan didn't take into account what kind of cruel things he was doing to you. He lied to me shamelessly until the day he died.
Akiha's story ended there. It might be because she hid these facts from me for so long, but Akiha's story sounded more like a confession.
That's the whole story. So now you know. You know you're not really my Nissan. You're not part of this rotten family.
About to cry, Akiha's voice sounded like she was about to cry. Sorry, Akiha. I wasn't your real brother, but I still acted like it, and it caused trouble for you.
What? Nissan?
But I'm already a part of this family. I might not be your Nissan, but can I stay here? I don't want to leave you ever again. Akiha puts her hands over her mouth and bites back whatever words were about to come out. After a long silence, Akiha sadly shakes her head.
I see. You're right. It was wrong for me to ask that. I'm gonna tell.
My bad. I thought it was Akiha. Anyway, let me do this again. I see. You're right. It was wrong for me to ask that. I've been a terrible Nissan anyway.
Yeah. That's not true.
I can't believe it. Akiha. Akiha's crying.
Mi-san. You're my only Mi-san. I watched you since I was just a little girl.
It's nice for you to say that, but that's because you didn't know. You didn't know I was your Nissan.
I knew it from the beginning. I knew that you were adopted. And you weren't really my Nissan. I knew all that. But I didn't care. From the time you first called my name, Watashi.
Still crying, Akiha falls against me. Akiha. I put my hands on her slender shoulders. Is that her heartbeat echoing in my ears or mine? She's so close. Akiha's body is so close to me that I could put my arms around her if I wanted to. You knew? Since she was a child, all this time she knew that I wasn't her real Nissan. Why did you tell me, Akiha? I'm not your Nissan after all. A small silence. Akiha looks up.
Because I wanted to be with you. If I didn't tell you, I would stay brother and sister. We can stay together. Since I'm not human, since I'm too different from you, we can't stay together.
Akiha clenches her eyes shut and hits me in the chest.
But if we were brother and sister, I thought we could still be together. No matter how much you hated me, no matter how much you ignored me, it would be okay. We could just stay together.
Smack. The sound of her hitting my chest again.
Isn't it weird? I was born into such a powerful family, but I wasn't allowed to ask for anything. Since I'm different, since I'm not like everyone else, I was going to be trapped inside this mansion and live without knowing anyone from outside. That's what I was ready for. But she destroyed it all.
As if trying to drive out everything she kept inside all these years, Akiha hits my chest again and again.
It's Nissan. And Nissan didn't show up. I couldn't live like that my whole life. But I became weak. And I became a liar. I lied to you. And I lied to myself. I thought if I kept on lying about us being brother and sister, then I wouldn't want anything else.
Hearing this stabs my heart with pain. Such a small lie. But to protect that little lie Akiha had fought against so much. Until finally it became too much. Leaving her crying like she is now. Akiha!
You were my only Misa for all this time. I can never accept anyone else as my Misa. Not anybody else. I can't do anything about this feeling.
Smack. Akiha hits my chest once more and grows quiet. A long silence.
Come in.
Murmurs Akiha, momentarily breaking the silence. My heart stutters at that single word. Akiha was alone with her pain all this time. She was in pain because she knew everything, that I was adopted, that I was raised at Toyoshiki. Everything. She's now once again that young black-haired girl who was always crying and apologizing to me when I was a kid. To think of it. Akiha was always apologizing to me. A small, nearly infinitesimal happiness for Akiha. Yet she still made up an elaborate story to protect it. And that story itself was the barrier pushing her back. But it was also her one source of happiness. Akiha,
No. I'm sorry. I'm not selfish. But this is the last time. So you never had to worry.
Akiha pushes away from me. She's not crying anymore. The normal Akiha is here now. What do you mean, this is the last? Akiha!
Look, Nissan. My hair won't turn back anymore.
Akiha looks at me, not sad, but rather letting me take in the truth of the statement. Her hair remains that dull, bloody red. So the tonal blood is in control of her, just like it was with Shiki. What? It's just for now, right? Besides, you're still Akiha, so it's not a problem.
No. I know my own body. I know I can't go back. So this is the end of my life. Nissan. You shouldn't be close to a monster like me. You should escape this place and live on as the Naishiki.
Akiha bows her head and steps back. I didn't know anything about this Nanayashiki. He only knows about Wi-Fi is okay if you're close to the router. I have no attachment to that name now. No, even if I did, such a thing would be unimportant compared to Akiha. Baka! I grab Akiha's arms.
Nissan?
She pushes back, always acting so strong, but always lonely. She caught me. Come to think of it, she caught me a long time ago. Listen, Akiha, I don't care what anyone says. I'm your Nissan. No matter what happens, it doesn't matter we're not related by blood. I'm your Nissan.
Arigato. Nissan. But, でも、私?
But even if I wasn't, I'd stay beside you. Either you're not my Imoto, you're still important to me. I won't let anyone else hurt you. I pull her into my arms. I love you as my Imoto. I hold her tightly. But I love you as a woman even more. Isn't that reason enough to stay with you? Her breath catches in her throat. Everything stops. I can hear her heartbeat. Our bodies warm up all the way down to our fingertips. And then, as if there was never any doubt, we kiss.
Oh.
She refuses a bit at first. But as soon as I feel her full weight pressing against me, it's just a normal kiss, far from what anyone would call passionate, and yet it still blows my mind. Akiha's lips are cool and soft. It feels like we might melt into each other. My mind stops working as I feel her warm breath against my lips. I can come up with many reasons why I shouldn't, but I want Akiha right now. I want to take her trembling body into my arms and make her all mine. After a long time, our lips part. Akiha still rests her body against mine.
Urushi.
Her voice is so soft I almost miss it. It was just a kiss, but truly does look happy. Akiha! I put my hands on her shoulders. It's not that I came up with anything. As if it's the most natural thing in the world, I gently kiss Akiha's neck. Her body shakes, but now we discuss her rejection. Does Akiha feel the same as I do? Maybe If I'm thinking it's natural to want to touch Akiha, she might be thinking the same thing about me. Akiha, do you want to do it? I asked her. I know I could have said it better, but I can't think of anything fancy right now. Oh, we're almost close to 30 minutes. We might continue this tomorrow. It's gonna be like a long ass Christian stream. Akiha nods. Just this simple gesture makes me more excited than I've ever been.
はい。でも、兄さん、can you do me a favor first?
A favor?
I just thought this might be...
She looks down at the tatami. Soka, it would probably hurt on the tatami. But what should we do? I don't think I can hold back if she wants to go all the way back to the mansion. If I can, I want to make love to Akiha right here in this room.
兄さん, there's a button in there.
Akiha points at the closet.
That's clean. We use it when I get blood for Kohaku.
If that's the case, you should have told me earlier. Hold on, I'll get it. I pull away from Akiha and take the baton out of the closet. I lay it in the middle of the room and turn to face Akiha once again. Then, Akiha sits in front of the baton, placing her fingers on the tatami, and gives me a formal bow.
Then, I hope you will treat me kindly, Nii-san. Her face and tone are entirely serious.
Oh, sorry. Her face and tone are entirely serious, even though her cheeks are flushed bright red. Akiha. I move closer and put my hands on her shoulders. Such slender shoulders. I want to see and feel her smooth white skin. Can I take out your clothes? I move my hands from her shoulders to her waist. Then, Akiha shakes herself and looks up at me.
No. I can do it myself.
Her voice is shaking. She is probably embarrassed about showing herself to someone else. Akiha stands up and gets back from me as she puts her hands on her shirt's lowest button. Wait, I gotta prepare. I might end the stream. I mean the recording here. And we'll start with this. Just in case.
Nii-san,
She blushes and looks away.
please.
Her voice is no more than a whisper as she slowly pulls her skirt out of her shoulders. This is still probably fine. Now in her underwear, Akiha looks away in embarrassment. I don't know why. She told me not to laugh, but Akiha's body's more beautiful than anything I've ever seen. You have nothing to be embarrassed about. Akiha, you're beautiful. I say honestly. This seems to embarrass her even more. She tenses from head to toe. Akiha, you don't want to do it with your... He's not after all. You could have at least changed your language at this point, bro. Well, you know what Takeuchi was doing here? By the way, Takeuchi is the one who wrote the H sheets, not Nasu. Anyway.
Laugh. No, that's not it, but
Akiha continues to look down, covering her chest with both hands.
I have small breasts. So, I was scared you might not like them.
Akiha is blushing so hard that even her ears are turning red. Man, it had taken a lot of courage for her to say that, and yet she managed to force her words out, looking to me expectantly for a reply. I see. Yeah, small breasts, huh? That's a shitty reply, bro. Anyway, I say this as brightly as I can. Akiha does not answer, but keeps hiding her breast with her hands. Nice. Nice words. I really can't tell like this. You'd have to lower your hands and take your underwear off before I could really judge for myself.
See, my underwear, huh? Are you telling me that you're naked, Nissan?
Well, we can't do it unless we get naked, right? Here, I'll take my clothes off first. That make it easier. Wait, maybe I should put this back now. What I can see already is beautiful. So I want to see every last inch of you. Akiha hesitates. Even though she wants to make love, I guess she still has qualms about exposing herself. I can't understand how women think. Well, I guess it's not impossible to do it like that, but would it really be so bad to show me her body?
No. It's just embarrassing. And, it's not that I don't want to.
She answers awkwardly. Her voice is so weak, I can't help but tease her. Well, I don't really mind if you want it that way, but there's a couple of problems. If we do it like that, your underwear will get dirty, and Kohaka-san will definitely be able to tell what happened. I guess Akiha didn't think of that far ahead. I don't have any second thoughts about this, but we're still brother and sister to most people. So if Kohaka-san finds out, it'll be kind of awkward, don't you think?
Yes. Then, what should we do, Nissan?
Akiha shifts nervously from one foot to the other. I can tell what she wants to make love right now, rather than risk having Kohaka-san find out. Well, we should work on trying to keep this a secret, so we should both get undressed.
That's what you said in the first place, Nissan.
Of course. I told you you're beautiful. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Besides, I really don't care about Kohaka-san. I just want to see your body. But if you don't want to, I'll just go back to the mansion. It really tried to gaslight her here.
Go back?
Akiha looks down and lets out a deep sigh.
Jeez. Sometimes you act like a spoiled brat, Nissan.
I am spoiled in a way. I may say what I want, but there haven't been many things I wanted. So, I guess this is the first time I ever wanted something this bad. Akiha doesn't say anything, but she quietly slips her fingers into the top of her panties. Alright, this is where we're gonna end the recording. We're gonna start out here tomorrow. Holy shit. Oh, not tomorrow. I mean Wednesday. We're gonna go back to Tsukhime on Wednesday. This is gonna be some cool good times. Anyway, yeah, so that's it for Tsukhime. Tomorrow we're gonna do Ikikoi, and then we're gonna go back to Tsukhime, and we're just gonna recite. I can't remember when the next VN, when the release of what's the name of that VN, the Purple Soft VN that's getting its English translation out this month, but that's next. I actually checked out the Purple Soft catalog, so we might also have some. We might also do some Purple Soft after Tsukhime, so yeah. But there's also Resident Evil 9. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy watching, and I'll see you guys on the next upload. Ciao.
翻弄される吸血鬼たち。反転するのは希望か絶望か。その目が知る終焉の道しるべに落ちた真相は何を無双するのか。空想が聖杯に注がれる時、新たな戦いの火蓋が切られる。月姫フェイトグランドオーダースペシャルイベント新鮮血英霊譚。1999年の7月、終わらないんだよ。20日に世界が終わる。いい？今から飛ぶのよ。力を取り戻すために、世界を救うために。20日に世界が終わる。突然なんてありません。やっていていいのでしょうか。世界が生まれた時から定められたことなのです。
聞くがよい。世界は20日で動くものどもよ。これは紛れもない真実だ。
全てを知り、そして全てを知らない間宮君が
死んだ人間が生きてるはずがないだろう。
私は吸血鬼って呼ばれてるけど、
もともと私はこの町の人間ではありません。
やっぱりあなたには私の手伝いをしてもらうわ。
召喚に従い参上した。と、あなたが私のマスターか。